Hi everybody, I'm just recording a quick video to update my GoFundMe. I'm coming to you from my office. I wanted to provide a quick update about me and how things are going, but first just to say thank you so much for all the donations that have been coming in. I'm totally overwhelmed. Rachel's totally overwhelmed. It's just huge. This means the difference of us spending 2 or 3 years in major debt and sometimes me not receiving the treatment that I need when I need it, which is it just feels like a really tangible way for me to receive support right now, and I feel really grateful to all of you for caring for me. Thanks so much. We are at more than 50% of our goal, which is crazy. I just can't believe that that's real. I know it is, but I don't know what I expected. I expected you all to be generous because I know that you are my friends and that you care for me and you care for other people. And yeah, I'm not surprised, but I am also just overwhelmed with gratitude. Thank you so much. Now that we're at the critical 50% point, please be sharing the video if you can on your social networks. We're starting to see donations coming in from strangers, which is incredible, and I think will probably drive us to making the other 50% of our goal space. What's happening for me right now is I am going to a lot of appointments every day, it feels like. I've been connected with an amazing local resource, the Breast Cancer Resource Center. They are just totally incredible. They provide me with a patient navigator. Her name is Karen, and she is also a young breast cancer survivor. So she knows everything that I'm going through right now, and she talks to me after every appointment, which is amazing. And they provide that resource for free. So that's been really helpful. I've talked with a couple of local people. Thank you so much to Brenna and to my friend Anne for connecting with Brenna. Brenna's also an incredible local breast cancer survivor. And she provided me with a lot of information about the process of chemo and just kind of what to expect coming up. And I've also been communicating a lot with Heather. Thanks so much to my dear childhood friend Tom for connecting me with Heather, who is his badass girlfriend. Heather's in England, so it's really interesting for me to hear the differences in the health systems and what's available there and what the protocol for treatment is there. Heather and I have a very similar type of breast cancer, so it's been really cool to talk with her and hear her perspective about different treatments. What's happening for me right now is I think that I've completed all of the tests that I need to complete before I get in my chemo port. So I need a root canal. That root canal is happening next Wednesday, and I imagine that my chemo port will be put in maybe the next day, maybe Thursday or Friday of next week. And then depending when the doctor wants me to start chemo, I'll either start it maybe on the weekend. I'm not totally sure. There's like a lot of scheduling stuff that has to happen because my oncologist has to be there when I have chemo. So it'll kind of depend on when he's in the office when I start. And I'm up for many months of chemotherapy ahead of me before I have surgery. They're hoping to shrink the size of my tumors and also clear some lymph nodes right now that show cancer. So I can maybe keep those lymph nodes and have less of an effect on my overall lymph system, which I am into. So yeah, I think probably the next video you'll see from me is me with the chemo port in, shaving my head. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that at home or if I'm going to go to my wonderful hairdresser for one last hair styling and have him shave my head. We have a really special relationship, so Steve and I might be seeing you in a few weeks. Yeah, I think that's really all that's on my agenda right now. I'm working on getting the house really clean and cleaned up, so it'll be a safe and restful place for me while I'm getting chemo. And please sign up for spots to help support me in that. Mostly you just have to come over to my house and make sure I'm actually doing it. Not a whole lot to do there. Sometimes I ask you to bring me fries. Thanks to Kim and Pam, who have already come over to help. And I know that Chelsea and Julia are signed up to come help soon, and I have to check the calendar for who else. But speaking of the care calendar, the Lots of Helping Hands calendar is awesome, and it's also a little buggy if you're looking at it on a phone. I've noticed that if you log into it with your mobile browser, it doesn't always show what's happening or what's available. If you download the app, sometimes you have to log out of your account and then log back in before it shows you what's available and what's happening. So, sorry, it's the best one that we could find. They all seem really crappy. If any of you are app developers, this is a huge area where there clearly needs something to be done. So, keep that in your back pocket. A functional helping calendar would be awesome across all platforms, not just a computer. I think that's all that I have to say today. Thanks again so much for your love and support, and I look forward to talking to you all really soon.